What's up, everyone? Pritch here, and today we're going to go over all the Firestaff changes that have already hit the public test servers that are going to be making their way onto the open regular servers sometime soon in November. Focused the changes on the Firestaff to reduce some of the effectiveness of the standard attacks due to how powerful they were in comparison to some of the abilities. What? It's almost like somebody made an entire weapon guide talking about how all of your abilities basically did less damage or equal damage to your auto attacks. Crazy. Cry. Pillar of Fire. Increased damage scaling from 134% to 170%. Are you guys crazy? Let me be very clear. If I am not about to read that they got rid of the double proc damage, I will go ape shit. Okay? I have not read this yet. Fixed an issue where Pillar of Fire's targets self when activated from ability button. That's frustrating. Fixed an issue where Pillar of Fire failed to trigger Rune of Helios when activated using the ability key. That's dumb. Fixed an issue that caused Pillar of Fire to hit twice against targets near the edge of the effect radius. Okay. We're okay. We're good. All right. It's not like we knew about this since the betas, everybody. It's not like we knew about this already. Okay? I even literally said it in my video. I was like, they're probably going to fix this at some point, so I'm not going to recommend this for anybody. If Pillar of Fire is not double procking damage, then absolutely, they had to increase that weapon percent damage to 170. So, we're going to have to play test with the upgrades, because remember, it's got the upgrade that does like an additional 40% damage. I am going to bet that it's still not super strong. So, and the reason I'm going to say this, by the way, the Firestaff was in a place where Pillar of Fire was doing double proc damage, which means basically it was doing 280% damage, with each proc of damage triggering the refreshing Pillar of Fire perk, which gave it cooldown reduction per enemy hit. It was like 16% or something like that per enemy hit. Max 3 people could get hit. The problem was the 3 people were getting double hit, which means that you were technically getting 6 stacks of refreshing Pillar of Fire, which meant if you hit 3 people with Pillar of Fire, you essentially had it off cooldown immediately, like literally immediately. So the fact that it's not double procking damage now is going to significantly hit Pillar of Fire and how it's been playing out, and I really doubt that we see much Pillar of Fire in the next coming weeks after this is launched. I'm just going to throw that out there right now. Meteor Shower. Literally, why is Meteor Shower still hold there and cast? Like, Ice Storm exists. Just make it like Ice Storm. Fixed an issue where Rune of Helios triggered on targeting Meteor Shower rather than on casting it. Fireball. Added additional clarity that the Fireball ability is not able to crit. Previously, it would show the crit damage color, but not actually deal increased damage. It will no longer show orange damage numbers, and an additional tooltip was added. That is super interesting. You know, I don't think I ever noticed that, but I don't remember. So basically, Fireball is not getting nerfed. Fireball is remaining the exact same. The tooltip is just going to actually match the ability. That's super interesting. Good to know. I wonder if it was showing orange, if it was like procking crit multipliers though, right? Like I wonder if it was doing that. I'm super interested to see if this is going to have any big effects. Flamethrower. Increase damage scaling from 34% to 50%. I said it on freaking day one. I said, you know what, dude? A full flamethrower, just hold it down. It's going to be fun. Turn your brain off. Just shh. You don't have to move. You don't have to think. You don't have to even breathe. Okay? Yes. Now flamethrower is 1,000% going to do more damage than spamming your auto attacks. I'm just throwing that out there right now. Passives. Clear casting. Reduced damage bonus from 10% to 5%. By the way, it looks like every single one of these passives is about to see a nerf. Clear mind. Reduced empower effectiveness from 10% to 5%. Rune of Helios. Reduced damage bonus from 30 to 25%. Prophet of a Fire God. Reduce the crit damage bonus from 20% to 15%. Spellslinger. Reduce the crit chance bonus from 15% to 10%. Also, fixed an issue where crit chance was also increased for standard attacks and not just abilities. Pyromania. Reduced damage bonus from 20% to 15%. Kindle. Fixed an issue where this passive was increasing buff duration by the incorrect amount. Okay, before we even move on any further, 5%, 5%, 5%, 5%. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. There is spread across 5 different passives, a 25% damage nerf to Firestaff. To basically everything the Firestaff does. Because 99% of Firestaff users are using every single one of these passives. Overall, they have net 25% nerf to damage. Not total damage, but you are losing out on 25% additional damage that you were gaining before. That's how I should have worded that. I'm not going to lie. I actually completely agree with every single one of these passive nerfs. I'm just going to throw that out there right now. I actually agree with every single one of them. Fixed an issue where this passive was increasing... oh, wait, we already read that. Reheat. Reduced the time required without triggering an ability to trigger reheat from 6 seconds to 4 seconds. I believe reheat is the elite, right? That gives you a bunch of mana, if I remember correctly. So it looks like you're going to get that sooner. I actually dig it. I'm down for that buff. I think a lot of people are running Rune of Helios. Not a ton of people running reheat. So I'm down to increase that. Updated the Singe and Watch It Burn passives to mix up the functionality. Singe went from inflicting burn on critical to using the Watch It Burn functionality of triggering burn on light attacks. Watch It Burn now inflicts burn on critical hits from abilities only. Okay. So, Singe now burns on all light attacks. Watch It Burn now burns on all critical hits from abilities. That's a mouthful to figure out. Holy cow. Interesting. Literally, I'm not gonna lie to you. All I'm doing here is I'm reading this stuff and I'm thinking, okay, Pillar of Fire sucks now. Meteor Shower still sucks. Fireball is the exact same. There's literally no change or difference to it. Incinerate and Burnout are still the exact same, which are, frankly, 2 moves that are very widely used. Finally, Flamethrower is awesome. Woo, 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 woo. I'm just throwing it out there, guys. I'm just, like, completely throwing it out there. I just want to see a heavy armor mage, flamethrower only, in wars, holding it down on points. I literally just want to see them on the outside of the point, just holding down flamethrower right in the middle the whole way through. I legitimately think that might be some of the most fun gameplay you could do in a war. I'm just going to throw that out there right now. All right. I might have to become that guy, exactly. Overall, I think the Firestaff passive nerfs are great. They are probably very needed, frankly. Firestaff was doing some crazy high numbers. Pillar of Fire getting reduced to what it's supposed to be and not double hitting is going to be, frankly, a huge nerf to almost all good Firestaff users. Luckily, the damage base has increased a little bit, so it's not going to be worse than your auto attacks, but I'm not convinced that people are going to want to run Pillar of Fire over, over Incinerate, Burnout, and Fireball. I mean, frankly, I think Incinerate, Burnout, and Fireball are going to be the go-tos for most builds, and I think only the brave few will run Flamethrower. For those still curious, in Expeditions, Flamethrower bat crits. If you sit there with Flamethrower on a boss, that is basically some of the highest DPS you can possibly do. If not the highest DPS you can possibly do with a Firestaff. I'm just throwing it out there in case people want to go have some fun. All right. That's going to do it for the Firestaff. Let me know in the comments below what your guys' thoughts and opinions are on the changes that are going to be upcoming. As always, everybody, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.